There is 1,001 things wrong with this car. And instead of fixing them, I'm going to put a push bar on from a Toyota Pre-Runner. Because why not? If you are just tuning in for the first time, this is my 1969 Chevy Corvair that I put on top of a 1996 Chevy S10 frame with a 2.2 liter and a 5-speed that I turboed for dirt cheap. Now, this engine is one rod knock detonation away from literally self-destructing. So, here I have a supercharged V6 from a Pontiac Bonneville, from a front-wheel drive car, and I'm going to be converting it to a front-engine rear-wheel drive. If you want to see more on that, I do have the first video posted, which is just me removing the engine. Anyway, even though I have 1,001 things wrong with this car, about 500 of those is with the engine, so I don't really care if that blows up anytime soon. But before we can install the push bar, which I have a flawless plan on how that's going to work, I actually need to finish installing the starter that I have right here, brand new starter. So yeah, so I'm going to get this installed quick, and then we can move on to the meat and potatoes of the episode, as they say. So I'm going to get the starter installed, and then we will get the push bar in here and we'll start mocking it up. Alrighty, got the new starter installed. In case anyone is wondering, it is incredibly difficult if you get your hand down in there when you have all the turbo stuff in the way. And also, the control arms, because it's been lowered 5 inches, so instead of being down like this and out of the way, it is instead very flush. So replacing the starter on this is not an easy task, but we got it in. Let's see if it starts, and then we can finally start mounting the push bar. I'm so excited. Alrighty, so here's the metal for the brackets. I have 6 feet of 3/16 steel. Obviously I'm not going to need 6 feet, but I bought extra because I always have something planned. And then I'm kind of an idiot sometimes, and I accidentally bought 3/8 thick steel, which would be really hard to cut and work with. So I have always wanted to put a tow hitch on the Corvair S10, so that's what this is slated for, to make a tow hitch bracket. But here is the metal here for the brackets for the push bar. Isn't that cool? That's pretty cool. That's going to be an upcoming project. So here's the push bar. It goes to a Toyota Pre-Runner. The only thing that sucks though is it has these mounting points here, and I don't think I'm going to be able to use them, or I think I can. I'm just going to have to relocate them, and I'll show you what I mean here in a second. And I even got mounts for lights right there, so that'll be exciting. Maybe? No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that to this car. Okay, so push bar here, mounting brackets for a Toyota here. Now, I am not going to be using those right there in the middle. However, on a Corvair bumper, I do have mounting here that I could, like right behind here. And then here on the side, I have mounting right up here, but that's not going to reach. So I was thinking I could cut those off, relocate them over, and then use factory holes on here to really tuck the bumper up in, because I don't want it sticking really far out. I think that'd be dumb. But the main goal, the main mounting point, is going to be on the frame with these here. So there's that, and yeah, so the easiest way to cut these off would be with a bandsaw, but I don't have a bandsaw. Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, so yeah, I've been wanting a bandsaw for a while. They had a huge one up at my local hardware store, and then an itty-bitty one. And I was like, do you guys have one in between? And sure as hell they did. So I bought this one, came with a blade. It did not come with a battery or the charger, but that's okay because I have like 10 chargers and like 20 batteries. And then I also got some more blades. So I'm going to clean up quick, and then the first thing we are going to do is I am going to cut these off, just because even though I do want to try to reincorporate them, I know for a fact they will not work where they currently are. So those have to get removed regardless. This is the first Milwaukee tool I've ever bought. Like my dad's just slowly accumulated them over the years, but this is the first one I've actually spent my own money on. Let's go and cut something. We're going to cut through the rest of these. I'm not going to record all that because I do want to keep this video short, but we are going to cut through the rest of them because, like I said, these will not work with their current configuration. So, I'll be back. I guess I should probably explain why I'm putting the push bar on. Is because main reason is I think it looks cool. I'm sure I'm probably going to get a lot of hate in the comments, but I don't care. But also, I live in a heavily populated deer country, I guess I should call it. I've come so close to smoking so many deers with this car because they're so dumb around here. They jump out in front of you. It's not good. So this is gonna help save my car if I ever hit a deer. Okay, so here is what we're working with the brackets set up. So we got this piece here is going to be one piece that gets bolted in, and then this piece here is going to get welded to this but bolted to here, so I can just undo the bolts there. So there's that. I think, though, just an idea, the metal that I got is 4 inches wide. I wonder if I could make this piece 2 inches wide, and then I could just cut the one piece down the middle. It's not a bad idea. So that, and then I have it pretty straight on, but I'm going to actually do the proper measurements here in a minute. I think I'm still in wide angle. Yes, I am still in wide angle. Alright, so we got the 2 pieces here, so I'm just going to cut here and then here and here. Then that will give me the 2 brackets for each side. And then as far as this goes, I really don't want to cut into that other piece, so I'm going to see what I can do about trimming this piece down, right? That would be nice if I could keep it all on just this one piece here. But I'm just going to use an angle grinder. Like I said, this is 3/16. I can't believe I was going to try to use 3/8 on this. That would be insane. So I'm going to cut that quick, and then we'll come back when I'm done cutting it. Alright, we got these brackets cut out. And then I just kind of cleaned up the frame there a little bit. But basically this goes right like that. And then I bought some hardware. So I got 6 big bolts here, and then 6 smaller ones, because I was planning on mounting this a different way because of my front splitter, and that might still be happening, but we're just going to set these aside for the time being. The original plan was to obviously mount it like that, but then look at this. It slides so perfectly inside the frame, you know? So I have that marked. You can see the black line there is just a visual. It goes right to the edge, and then I can't see because of the shadow. The hole there that I've already drilled out, right there. So I'm like, dang, maybe I'm just gonna slip it inside the frame. If I take my scale here, put that there, shine the light on it. Look at that. That is pretty dang even. They're not tightened up though, but yeah, that's that. I will end up tightening the crap out of them. Now we are going to see what we can do about redesigning this bracket here. And this one goes vaguely something like that. So see what we can do. Okay, so we got these pieces cut. It's really hot, just got done cutting them. And again, those are the ones that are going to go here up. Now I actually made them about 1.5 inches, 2 inches longer, because my theory is I'll cut the notch here that will go around the push bar, and then I will basically clamp those into place, and from there I can adjust exactly where they need to be, and that way I can also make them even. So what I'm going to do is, you can see the loop there. So I have a hole saw. I'm just looking for a size that fit. 20 millimeter. Oh, this is millimeter. See, that one doesn't really, but then this one might. That one's actually pretty close. That might work. All right, we're gonna go with whatever mill this is. These are really old, but they're still sharp, but they're really worn out. Can't really see what they are. So that's just gonna go like that. All right, we got that cut. Obviously I'm gonna have to cut it down a little bit, but if I put the bit right on the edge, I wouldn't have been able to drill that. But look at this, put that right there. It fits. That's like perfect. So I'm assuming that's probably a 18 mil or something like that. But yeah, we're gonna cut that off and make it more of a half circle, and then that way that will fit really nice up in there. All right, I got you guys back in wide mode. So good news, which kind of, we'll get to it. Yeah, so you're like, wow, that sits really high, and you are correct. It sits right about 2.5 inches too high. I would prefer, and I can easily do this, but I want the bottom of this bar to be flush with the bottom right here. This is my, oh, that's my light bar that I have just tucked up in there temporarily. I'd like it to be flush with that. That's where I get my fresh air. Wow, look at that. 2 inches on the dot. That's what that needs to be lowered. I had that here. Let me show you again. There, you can see the top of it there. 2 inches. Okay, so this is kind of what I was talking about earlier, how I cut these here and then I could easily put them into the stock bumper locations, just re-weld those up. And I don't hate it, but I am a kind of like, if I ever hit anything here, it's gonna push all of this in. So I'm not quite sure what I should do there, if I should do that. Alright, we got these brackets all drilled out. I don't have all the bolts holding them in, but I do have everything tightened and squared up. Yeah, that just tilted forward. I was like, wait a second, that's not aligning. See that hole right there where the bumper is? That's what I'm going for. This does stick out a little farther than what I'd like. So I'm thinking in the future, I can definitely cut this apart and kind of bend it where I'd like. So that's something that might happen, who knows. Anyway, I'm just going to quickly tack weld where those brackets are gonna go. And then, and I think we're good, I'm just gonna weld those up. Behold, the greatest weld I've ever laid. I'm really glad that's on the front of the car. That's just a tack weld. Dang, look at that. That's like straight dimes. That's amazing. I'm so proud of myself. Okay, we got these fully welded up. I'm pretty proud of those welds. Usually I'm pretty bad at welding. I'm glad I did it on the front because the back is not as good. But you can't see it from here. But this one here has a slight warp this way and also this way. Probably this one as well. But yeah, so I'm just kind of cleaning up, letting them cool down. I'm probably going to call it for the night because I'm just tired and I want to shower and everything. But yeah, I think I am going to probably trim these back tomorrow sometime, paint them up, paint them black of course, and then that might be it for the video, honestly. Maybe, we'll see, but I do want to keep this one short. So let's get this push bar mounted. All right. Last bolt tightened up. There she is. Wow. I'm really liking this. It's about it's 9 o'clock on the dot, and I started out here today at about 10. So this was an all-day thing. Of course, I didn't work on it for 10 hours straight, but it's not done by any means. I still need to paint the brackets up. So now I gotta show you this. Let's pretend I'm your average 200-pound, 18-point buck that just ran across the road. I mean, obviously, if I was to run full force into this, I'm sure it would do something, but, like, this is solid. This is not going anywhere. Like, yeah, this is really, really solid. So, yeah, and then once we mount these bad boys, oh my gosh. I'm falling in love. It's growing on you. I know some of you people are like, oh, that looks dumb. I know it's growing on you. Oh my gosh. That is so ridiculous. Ooh, I think one of the last things we're gonna do is we're gonna clean all this off, shut off all the lights, and turn my headlights on, and see what happens. See what it looks like with that bar. However, I am right. I was right. That beam will go in front. So, okay. Let's do that quick, actually. And look at that, with the hood closed, it doesn't even hit. So, that's good. Okay, got the battery hooked back up. Going to shut off the light here, and we can leave that one on. Alright, lights going on in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, honestly, I'm not concerned. This light is significantly dimmer than that one. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, obviously I won't be able to really tell much until I get out on a road. This was a success. Like I said, when I first started today and I got it really mocked up, I was like, I don't know about this, guys. But now I'm ready to, like, full on take out a deer. Oh yeah. Yep, that's what's up. Okay, so I know I was like, oh, I'm gonna film this as soon as I get it outside, or however many days ago that was. It's actually been a few days since I put this on. It's really busy outside, so there's a bunch of traffic going around. But the push bar is officially on. Not going nowhere. One thing my mom suggested was it's too shiny. That I need to either like paint it flat black or something, or something, I don't know. But I was thinking I could scuff it up and kind of make it look aged. I don't actually mind the shininess, but I could scuff it up and make it look aged, or I could I was thinking take it down to bare metal and then just let it rust naturally, but I don't know what I'm gonna do. Probably just leave it for now. And then I would take it for a drive. However, can you even see in there? Probably not. There's a O2 sensor down in there for my AFR gauge, and the sensor broke because apparently that's a common problem on these AEM gauges. So can't really drive it without almost blowing up my engine because I don't know if it's running too rich or too lean. So unfortunately I can't drive it until that new sensor arrives, so hopefully in a few days. And yeah, so that's it for the video. Like I said, I do have a front splitter that I made. I made a front splitter, a really aggressive front splitter. It's not done. I don't think I ever finished it. Actually, I'll show you it quick. It's not very appealing, but it's, again, not done. Ignore the Daytona nose. Yeah, here it is. Like I said, it looks like absolute trash right now, but that's because it's still in like bare metal and everything. But I do want to finish it, and I thought it would be cool to paint, like, get it looking really nice and make it look like it was, like it's really nice condition, not rusty metal. Because I do kind of want to make this look like a time attack car. Oh, Atticus, what are you doing? Meow meow. Oh, you're so warm. Anyway, so yeah, I do have some big plans for this car. Like I said, got the front splitter. I really want to make a really cool rear diffuser because I don't really like how the quarter panel just ends right there. And then I also have a design in mind for like a really subtle dovetail? Just a really nice spoiler here at the end of the car. So I want to build that. So really I'm just trying to stall time by putting out these smaller videos until I can actually get to working on bigger stuff like this right here, or the 3800 swap, which I've started ordering parts for. So yeah, but other than that, that is it for the video. And I can't wait to drive this around. I know a lot of people are probably not going to like it, but I don't care, because I like it and it's my car. And honestly, the longer you look at it, the more you're going to be like, okay, all right, yeah, it's starting to grow on me. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap up the video. Thanks for watching. We will see you in the next one, whatever that may be. It might be part 1 of that, the front splitter build. I built that last year around this time and then just never posted the video, so that might be it. Who knows? There's some videos I have planned, but we will see what happens next. We'll see you in the next one, and thanks for watching. Oh, also subscribe.